This is the S&P 500 SPDR ETF SPY one-day reading for October 9th, 2024. It's currently September 16th, 2024, 9:14 p.m. Eastern Time. SPY at the time of this reading is $562.84 at USD. The shuffle video for the October 9th reading was created on August 4th, 2024 at 3:49 p.m. Eastern Time. That's a video playing for you in the lower left corner. In this video, we're going to go over the overall trend direction for the day. We're going to talk about the chart behavior around the day's highest high and the chart behavior around the day's lowest low, as well as the general timing down to roughly about an hour as far as where they are throughout the day. And then we're going to get into where the best trades are and the chart behavior by the hour, basically. You have to give it plus or minus an hour here or there of wiggle room, and not in all readings, in a few readings here or there. But always pay attention to the sequence of events, because that will keep you on track if we are plus or minus a little bit here or there on the timing. So the overall theme and behavior for the day, we have a period of sideways rotation and a fast sudden move higher out of that period of sideways rotation. There's a significant low on a multi-day scale here, or a significant trough of some kind on a multi-day scale here that'll be highlighted as well. But it is a nullified theme card, so my sense is that probably this move to the upside is somehow counteracted not too shortly after. We'll look at that in more detail as we progress. Behavior around the highest high for the day, we have a significant move to the upside on a one-day chart scale. When you get the adjustment card, often it's like a gap up, or it'll just really stand out amongst the other moves throughout the day, taking us into the high. And then behavior around the lowest low for the day, we've got that Princess of Wands card again in the low significator position, indicating that out of the low, there's opportunity to open up a short position in the midst of a rally, indicating that we'll likely go lower or revisit the same low in the not too distant future. I'm advised to trade around a notable decline through to and through support to meet another support. We bounce along that support sideways for a bit and then break down through multiple supports. In the pre-market, we opened lower, and there's a pretty sharp drop in the pre-market to a key support level on a multi-day scale, on a 1 month scale minimum. Opportunity around the open to open up a long position in the midst of a decline. We have a pretty big move to the upside out of the open, taking us to a peak. And then we should sell off from that. It looks like some price swings in that first half hour, or maybe even the first hour and a half. We should sell off from a crest somewhere between 10 and 11, down 2 and through support, do a U-shaped reversal below that support, come back and reuse it as support, and that'll be another low for us. Out of the decline between roughly 11 and 12, we have a big move from the bottom of the range all the way to the top of the range, taking us to a peak around 11:30, from which we declined sharply. Wow, really mixed day, guys. Really mixed day. It's the prudence card on the 1 month. That makes sense. But we have a rally between roughly 12 and 1 along a diagonal trend line. It ends with a fast sudden move higher, and then a breakdown through that diagonal trend line with increasing volatility on the way down. The decline continues between 1 and 2 roughly through multiple support levels, and then we rally roughly between 2 and 3 along a diagonal trend line, breaking through one resistance and another for pulling back to somewhere between those two. And then we've got a U-shaped dip in that last hour, taking us from to a low and then to a high. So we go from a trough to a high at the end of the day. I don't think it's a day's high at the end of the day. Well, matter of fact, it might be. Really hard to say, because the theme card informs, but there's a trough or low there in that last hour, and then from that we return back to an important technical price level or important resistance at a high here around the close. We attempt to establish support in the post-market. I would close short. So it looks like, based on what's taking place here, that there was a trade on the 8th. If you can time the high, you'd want to open up a short. So what I would do is maybe open up 25% of a short position here between 11 and 12. I would add the majority of that short position around 3 o'clock if we see this big move to a high. I wouldn't do it until I see a big move higher, and if it doesn't happen, then I wouldn't do it. But I would close the short position the next day at the open. It's unclear, so I'd probably just close out of the shorts here and leave it that way. Again, the best way to trade this information effectively is to follow along with our live Discord trade alerts and our live trading view. We have ellipses that we draw on the charts for entry and exit points of our expectations, so it becomes a lot easier to follow this information effectively. You just have to have early access on our website, chartfortraders.com. And that's SPY for October 9th, 2024. Let me know what you think by hitting that like button. As always, make sure to follow that rule of karma. Blessings to all my angel investors. I'll see you guys on the next one.